What's up, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King III, and you are now tuned in to A Squared Archives, your source for all things absolute athletics and more. Now, we've officially reached the end of our summer season, but we still have a lot of stuff to cover because we ended with a bang and in grand fashion. So let's jump straight into some of our action from this past Sunday with special announcements. Y'all already know what to expect. First up, the Ladies of Virtue Fundraiser. Now, your support is definitely still needed for one of our community partners, Ladies of Virtue, in their 2017 annual fundraiser, which is taking place on Friday, November 3rd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Chicago Firehouse Restaurant. The money raised for this event will help the Ladies of Virtue continue to provide college, career, and leadership programming to all of the amazing young ladies involved with their program. If you're interested in purchasing tickets, which you definitely should be, please visit 2017leadingwithvirtue.eventbrite.com. Alright, now let's talk about this Fall Frenzy co-ed flag football tournament. As the summer season has come to an end, we still have plenty of football left to play in the month of November. So save the date for November 11th and November 12th for the Fall Frenzy co-ed flag football tournament, sponsored by A Squared. Registration is now open and the deadline to register is November 3rd, just 2 weeks away. Get your team ready to win that bag. Next up, the 3-on-3 Co-ed Basketball League. A Squared presents 3-on-3 Co-ed Basketball on Thursday evenings this winter starting in November. Get your team together for a chance to win $750 in cold hard cash. The team fee for an 8-week season and playoffs is just $500, but the deadline is Friday, November 3rd, and it's just 2 weeks away. So hurry up and register, and don't miss out on a great opportunity to show some love and basketball. Next, let's discuss the Women's League All-Stars and MVPs. Congratulations to all the Women's League All-Stars. This year's MVPs are as follows. Offensive MVP, Chaz Dustin of The Replacements and Tamika Robinson of These TDs. Defensive MVP, Jarita Gordon of Lady Venom and Shayna Sanders of These TDs. Overall MVP, Kelly Washington of These TDs. Shout out, ladies. Alright, now on to these championship games. And you know we gotta begin with ladies first. So in the Women's League Championship game, we had the Lady Venom squaring off against the Replacements. Now, Lady Venom came into the Fall Championship to defend their Summer Championship, but although they were defending champs, the Replacements had shut them out twice before in the regular season. Now, this game was very sloppy due to inconsistent downpour of rain, and both teams struggled to pass and had just as many rushing yards as they did passing yards. There was really only about 10 total receptions in the entire game, and the difference in the game was a 43-yard touchdown reception by Shayna with about 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Those were the only points scored in the game, and it gave the Replacements the win and the championship with a score of 6-0. So congratulations to all the ladies, but special congratulations to the Replacements. And then there was the Co-ed Championship, which featured the Cartel versus Elite. Now, this game actually preceded the Women's League shift, and of course the weather didn't want to cooperate with either of the games, with the onslaught of rain starting to come down just before the start of the Co-ed Championship game. Now, Elite struggled to move the ball on their first drive. Cartel was able to capitalize with the good field position as they put the first points of the game on the board with a 9-yard touchdown reception by Crump with about 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Martell of the Cartel picked off Elite on their next drive. Once Elite got the ball back, they drove down the field and into the red zone, but they were intercepted by Jared of the Cartel. Cartel took a shot at a Hail Mary as time expired in the first half, but an Elite intercepted the ball and almost scored a touchdown. Elite then put the first points on the board as Rasheed Davis scored on a 39-yard touchdown reception to tie the game up at 6 with just 6 minutes remaining in the second half. Now, Elite got one more shot in regulation and came up just inches short of winning as BT was marked just short as time expired and forced overtime. In the first overtime, Jay Pass of Elite threw an interception to Martell on the first drive on a bobble pass. Cartel couldn't score on their first drive and it forced a second overtime. In the second overtime, Elite's defense came up with another stop on Cartel's possession, and then Elite responded with a 10-yard touchdown reception by Pat to seal the championship and walk away with the belt, which coincidentally walked away from them following the Liddy Championship party. So it's been a great opening year for A Squared and Archives, of course, and we hope to see everyone on or at the field for the tournament on November 11th and 12th. And if not, definitely during the 2018 spring season, which based on all the free agent moves is about to be very interesting. It looks like the Sailors have already added to their Elite 8 team, and other teams are willing to will and deal as we speak. So again, congrats to Elite and the replacements for being A Squared's champs, at least until winter passes. Well, that literally does it for us here at A Squared Archives. It's been a pleasure serving as your host. Check us out on demand during the off season by subscribing to the Absolute Athletics YouTube page, checking out the website, and by downloading the Sports Engine app from the App Store or Google Play. Once again, it's been a pleasure serving as your host, and it's your boy, Calvin Leroy King III for A Squared Archives. Signing out and signing off. Catch you in traffic. Peace.